I'm here today live speaking with Donal Quinn, Head of Product at Cledara. Donal, thanks so much for joining me. Could you spend a moment to just introduce yourself and tell us a bit about what you do?
Cool. Yeah. Hi, Peter, and thanks for having me on. So I'm Head of Product at Cledara. We're a SaaS management platform, and my role as Head of Product basically is to ensure that we understand the market, that we understand what we need to build, we understand what our customers are using, and then we put all that together and then prioritize, ensure that we're building what I always say is the right bit of the right thing at the right time.
Oh, yeah, great. So I wanted to just ask you a bit about Cledara first. Could you tell us what it is? I know it's very useful for managing SaaS. So who's this product targeted to, and what does it do? How can we benefit from using it?
Sure. So obviously, over the last 10 years, really, there's been this SaaS revolution. So software used to be bought on the golf course, purchased in big deals that were done, and what we've seen is this like productivity revolution where anybody in the company really realized that, oh, one of these tools that are listed here behind me, you can actually be really useful if we had intercom to communicate better with our customers. So they just go and get intercom implemented on the website. What happens though with that, of course, is with that productivity comes great complexity. And from a finance point of view and from an IT point of view, instead of managing that one massive bit of software, you're now managing dozens of SaaS tools. And the interesting thing that we find is as a company grows, and really our target market is scaling companies, as a company grows, we actually find that there's more or less consistently a 1-to-1 ratio between tools and employees. So if you're 20 employee company, you might have up to 20 tools, and if you're 50, you have 50, and if you're 100, you have 100. And everybody might only use 3 or 4, maybe 10 in their own area, but actually across the company, you have that complexity replicated all the way. So what we see is that customers have an Excel sheet and they have a company credit card, and they're desperately trying to organize all that spend, track all that spend on one card, one Excel sheet, and it's a mess, and they come to us for help.
Right. Yeah, of course. I mean, you can see how it happens that now there's so many, there's kind of micro SaaS for different use cases. Everyone in the team has software that's tailored very much to what they're doing in their role. So you do get this kind of growing suite of products that you're using. So it sounds like Cledara does a really great job at helping you manage that and also the spend. And I think I was also speaking with someone in the team that mentioned that you're also tracking and managing settings and user management for different tools as well. So you have this kind of dashboard that enables you to do a lot of functionality there. I'm really excited to talk with you about how you manage product, because that's our area of expertise too. So just wanted to ask you how, what that looks like in general, the role of managing all the product work that you do at a Series A SaaS like Cledara.
Yeah, so basically our approach, first of all, obviously with any startup, we found product market fit. And the product market fit we have is basically we issue virtual cards for people to manage their spend. So it's one for each one of these boxes behind me, you've got one card. So we can track the spend. It's very, very clear. You can cancel the card if you want to stop the payments going out. And that's the basic product market fit that Cledara has had for about 2 years. I joined the company last year with the idea of, now that we have this product market fit, where do we go from there? What are the things that our customers expect but need value as the customers we have, and also the prospects that we're looking to talk to in terms of the companies as we're growing. And really from a product point of view, it's working through that, it's understanding, well, what is the next thing that we need to build in this area? What will customers value? So for example, we have it on our platform that we're using InVision over here. You want to get access to InVision, so we have a tool on the platform where it's like, I want to get access to that, and the person who owns InVision within the company, then they can give me a seat on that platform.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, so that helps with the user management kind of side of things. What does the typical cycle of design look like for you? So you mentioned you're thinking about creating the right thing and implementing it in the right way at the right time for Cledara and for the marketplace. What does that cycle look like from coming up with a feature or an idea or functionality and then actually getting right through to releasing that into the platform?
Yeah, so there's probably two different versions that we have. So we have quite a lot of customers, and we're very close with our customers. Our customers are very enthusiastic, which is really nice as a product manager when you've got enthusiastic and engaged customers. So we have a huge suite of ideas that come from our customers there, and then we also have the kind of the vision stuff from our founders and from our own kind of experience of using it as well. So that's kind of that pool of ideas is where we start from. And then we have really what we try and do is MVP. So we're building a set of MVPs across the product. So the first one was, virtual cards for your SaaS spend. But for example, we also do a lot of work on invoice capture, because with all that software spend, you need to be able to match the invoices to it. So we're kind of building these hypotheses. Like if we build an integration with our customers' Gmail, will they use it to allow us to go through their Gmail and take out the invoices for the transactions that they have on Cledara and match those invoices directly, saving them all the hassle? Turns out, yes, they will. That was the hypothesis kind of proven there. And then we're into the next phase. We need to expand and improve that feature, do it faster, do it for more types of spend, and reduce kind of internal work on it as well. So that's basically the plan, is that we try and work out first, how can we know if our customers will actually use this feature? So we build like the MVP, the smallest thing that actually works. And then once we get that validation, then we kind of expand it and improve on it based on feedback from the customers and everything like that.
Oh, that's fascinating. And then I guess you've got this challenge of prioritizing, what you think is the most impactful feature to release when, and I suppose you have a lot of competing ideas here. How do you manage that, assessing what's the right thing to release?
It's difficult. I won't say that there's any kind of magic solution to it. We try and cover different areas over time. So for example, about a year ago, we built a compliance feature because compliance is, especially as companies grow, we need to make sure you know where the data is stored and store all the information around those conversations that you need to answer from a compliance point of view. So we built an MVP there. We put it out into the market, so we didn't kind of go near it again for a while, but we learned from our users what they value on it and what they would like to change. And then we're coming back to it now. For example, we're going to improve that feature. So we're into this kind of cyclical thing where we've kind of built different kind of workflows and different pieces on top of our basic product market fit. And then we're kind of going back and saying, okay, we built a Xero integration, for example. Actually, all our QuickBooks customers are like, hey, we want our integration too. So we're launching the QuickBooks integration now as well.
Okay, fantastic. And then the other thing that I wanted to ask you was about, I noticed there are some maybe competing products launching in the marketplace. I think Cledara is one of the first that I was aware of. So I think it was quite innovative for the time that it was launched. How do you maintain a unique value proposition and innovate within the product?
Sure. So as I said, from the start, because our founders, well, I didn't say it actually, but because our founders come from a fintech background, that's how we were able to kind of go straight to the virtual cards and launch with that. And that really is kind of our core thing. And a lot of our competitors really focus on kind of integrations, but that obviously puts a limitation on them, because if they haven't built the integration and you're using that piece of SaaS, then that's a problem for using the platform, because we're kind of integrated financially, we'll say, rather than through the APIs of the SaaS. That means that you can use all the SaaS on Cledara. So basically, having that fit, then what we do to ensure our competitiveness, obviously, is build integrations, but also really understand and use the fact that we have a lot of customers to really understand what the challenges they're facing around invoice capture administration, around access management, around this concept of what we're calling like the SaaS lifecycle. From when somebody joins the company, they get access to the SaaS, their usage of it using our Engage tool, we can see the usage of the SaaS across the time. And then when somebody leaves the company, how do you remove the access? And that's a big problem that our customers face as well. So we're looking to try and see if we can use that insights to keep pushing and keep improving the product across. So we're solving more and more of our customers' problems, and then keeping those competitors nicely distanced behind us.
Oh, that's fantastic. Really interesting to hear that kind of fintech background. And obviously that gives Cledara this unique positioning, and you're just coming at it from an angle that really makes sense. So yeah, with the virtual cards, I hadn't quite realized that it came from a fintech background. So I can see how the kind of, I don't know, the founding experience and insight that kind of shapes a lot of the direction where the product gives it so much of that unique edge. Great. Well, I've really enjoyed chatting with you. Thanks so much for talking with us a bit about how you think about product, how you identify core features and prioritize how and when to release them. It's a real eye-opener. How can anybody check out Cledara, or also a little more if they're interested in following you or learning a bit more about product operations at a SaaS business?
Yeah, cool. So yeah, if they're interested in learning more about Cledara, obviously they can head over to the site and book a demo. That's pretty straightforward. We operate across UK, Europe, and in the US. We launched in the US back in January. We're just opening our offices in Denver, Colorado right now. We had the first video of the new offices shared, so we're really excited about our growth on the US side. Yeah, I mean, in terms of product and understanding, obviously there's lots of resources out there, Marty Kagan, people like that, to really kind of understand the challenges around products. So it's just about kind of finding those people and just engaging with it. And also, I always look at and think about products that I use. So for example, I don't know, like, when we're using Zoom and you see the evolution of Zoom through the pandemic and how it's kind of, probably got a little bit too complicated now. So really trying to always be thinking about the products that you're using and the decisions that people have made everything you see on every product is a result of product decisions. So thinking about what's the motivation behind that, and are they really adding to the user experience, and are they really actually improving their product by adding lots of features? And I think that's the best way to learn is by using and judging yourself.
Yeah, hey, that's a really great point, because we're often designing a lot of SaaS. So I spend quite a bit of time observing other products and seeing, trends, patterns, and how they approach things and what they're doing with their products. So it's quite good to just for inspiration, but also to see trends and how other people are working on it too. Well, thanks again, Donal. It's been great to see you, and yeah, appreciate your time. Thanks for the chat.
Brilliant. Thanks, Peter.